Mandela and I'm asking you to check out Carnival Slayers on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Remember, Carnival Slayers bring you the vibes. Mandela Links endorse it to the fullest. Large. Make sure you check it out. Carnival Slayers on YouTube. Like, share and subscribe.
Carnival Slayers.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Slayers Hot Sauce, where I'm joined with some spicy ladies from the Spice Island. I'm very excited about this podcast. I'm not gonna lie, because I've been wanting to sit with these female artists for a very long time and discuss being in the music industry and just how they are in the music industry as female artists from the island of Spice. So, we're going to go around and introduce ourselves for people who may not know. I'll go first. My name is Remedy. I am a UK female soca artist. Sorry, soca DJ, who has her own sound system. And Valine, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Valine. Better known as Grenadian's Soca Queen. And yeah, you have to speak up a bit, because I'm hearing you, but you sound a bit soft.
Ah, okay, all right.
Yeah, so you have to project your voice a bit.
And which part of Grenada are you representing?
Big Parish, you don't know.
Oh, I don't, you know. That's how I usually.
Oh, you didn't know, all right? Big Parish, a Butch Grove. I'm a Butch Grove girl. Adelphi. Yeah.
Okay. And
yeah,
for
yeah.
those who don't know, is that town country?
Yeah, country.
Oh, okay. So you're a country gal. Okay, okay.
Yeah, man.
Hi. And Shireen B, welcome.
Hi, everybody. I don't know if y'all can hear me properly.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, Shireen.
Hi, Camille. Hi, Valine and Pinky.
Hi, Camille. Hi, Shireen.
We're just going around and introducing ourselves and which part of Grenada, Carriacou, or Petit Martinique you'll be representing.
Okay, so my name is Shireen B, as you guys all know. I'm from St. Paul's, like Good Hope area.
Okay.
So that's where I represent, and Mardi Gras, because it's kind of like two roads that lead into each other. I grew up in both parts. I live in New York at the moment.
Okay, nice. Camille, welcome.
Hi.
Nice to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. And which part of Grenada, Carriacou, or Petit Martinique are you representing?
I represent both Grenada and Carriacou, as my father is from Carriacou, so I grew up very, very kayak.
Okay.
And in Carriacou, I'm from Central area. I'm from Brunswick in Carriacou.
Okay.
And then in Grenada, I'm also from Birch Grove, like Valley.
Country. Nice. And last but by all means not least, Miss Pinky Fabulous.
That's right, the fabulous one.
Hey,
my name is Nicole James, and my artist name is Pinky Fabulous. I hail from the parish of St. George, which is Belmont, Granads Valley, the whole south side. Humble.
Okay.
That's right.
Nice. So you're a town girl. So we have country, we have town, we have Carriacou. Well, there's a big mixture in here.
That's right.
Right. So without further ado, we're going to jump into some real saucy questions, or should I say spicy questions.
Okay.
So the first one being, have you ever used your femininity to further yourself in your career? I think we'll go to who looks ready to answer this question. We'll go to Pinky Fabulous.
That's right. Never, and I would never. I believe
Okay.
in myself and I stand firm. If I have to go over and over again, no matter who doubts me, I would not and I would never do it. As I would always say, I would not whine under anybody to still whine on stage. The only how that should happen is if I'm ending up straight in Hollywood.
I like that one. I like that one.
Darling, that's a good concept for a calypso.
I like that one. I like that one.
I like that.
Shireen, have you ever used your femininity to further yourself in your career?
Who is it? Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, because I'm not using my
I didn't
phone,
hear
so
names.
I don't have any headphone. I'm trying to hear it, plus I'm trying to put it on the TV so I could actually see. So my
Oh,
apologies. But no,
that's
I
all
would
right.
never use my femininity to get popularity at all. I don't
Okay.
think there's a need for that right now in today's world of music.
Okay.
That's right.
The talent should
Cam-
speak for itself.
and Camille, your thoughts?
I don't consider myself a female artist. I call myself just an artist. So there is no using femininity. I see myself as equal to the men, and I move just like the men.
Okay.
I don't use femininity because once people say, "Oh, female artist," I'm like, no, I am an artist. If you're not gonna call a male artist, then you're not gonna call me a female artist. I'm an artist.
But can I
That's a
say
very good
something? I don't
point.
want to jump in, but at the same time, no matter what we do, it will always be genderized. It's just that we just got to keep firm in what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And Valine Ned, what's your thoughts on using your femininity, or have you
I'm
ever?
gangster. I'm
Hi.
gangster.
Hey. This is gonna be a
That's why
spicy
it's
one.
taken. That's why it's taken me that long. If you know how much years I've been in it, I'm gangster.
And just
Hello,
off the,
hi.
Exactly. So
how many
Right.
years have you been in it, Valine?
Huh?
How many years have you been in it?
If you want to start from like my soca career from 2013 up until now. If you
Okay.
want to start from like performing, let's say from 2005, like
Wow.
strongly from 2005 up until now. I'm in the
Wow.
performing arts. Yeah.
Wow. It's an interesting point because I just wanted to reflect on some of your music as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's quite a few of them that, what's the word I'm looking for? They haven't been your normal, let's take a nice dance soca. It's been raunchy in your face. I'm here to prove a point. And I'm not just talking, one or two of you. I'm talking all of you. I mean, Camille, thou shalt not try me. Listen, that's not soca, but I just happened
no,
to
it's
be going
not
through my Spotify and I just thought, oh, this one sounds a bit of all right.
different.
And
Yeah.
if I have to talk about the soca, Wet It Plenty. Wow, that one is straight fire.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
Thank you.
Shireen B, something about your container is leaking. That song is, well,
That
I
song,
never.
and it keeps following me everywhere I go. It's either they ask me if it's still leaking, if I need a plumber. It's so much. I
That
get
song,
so much stress on that song.
yeah, 'cause
Valine,
literally,
can I say something to you?
Uh-huh.
I don't like to hear you say that you take long to make it because
No,
you
I didn't
don't
say
understand. You don't understand how amazing like people. I've been to Trinidad, and
Mhm.
your name will come up, meaning that even you've made the big stage numerous times, and your voice, and I always say this, and I mean it from my heart, speaks for itself. You have a unique. The way you would write a rhythm, it would take someone like me, and I say to all the producers, I would have to do it over and over. If you understand, we all have a uniqueness,
Mhm.
but you have this voice that you can ride maybe just about any rhythm. For
Yeah, but
me.
I ain't reached my peak yet. I ain't
All
reached
right.
my peak yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
All right.
I
Yeah.
agree. I mean, again, Valine, with some of your songs, Sando.
Thank
That
you.
song
Yeah.
destroying London, and not even what was that one on the
That
Dasher
one
rhythm?
can, I don't know, like that one can disappear. And I don't think people understanding, disappear. You understand? It's like that's cemented in people. Like, even if I bring out a new track, and even if that track might be banging, it's like to people, it ain't surpassed Sando yet. It ain't surpassed In My Dreams yet. And that's what I'm really looking for. That song to
Okay.
surpass these others. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
I
happens to
totally
all.
understand.
Just keep
Yeah.
going. Just keep bringing
Of
it,
course.
and it just never ends. I
Yeah.
mean,
I
for
Never
us, we
ends.
have to be strong women. And for me, I sometimes I do get emotional about it because I always say the pressure is so tough on us. Like I had a
Of
conversation
course.
with Faye
Will
and
you say
Lion,
that thing, man?
and
You make me get emotional. Because yeah, it's like, don't say
people
that.
don't
You know what I mean?
understand. No, but I remember you said you started Soca in 2013. I started in
Yeah, 13,
2012,
yeah.
and I always see you like I always felt like you were big.
No,
Okay.
girl, not so.
Could I
You
say
see me on the
something?
stage. You see
Could I
me on
say
the
something?
stage. Yeah.
Okay, so in reference to what y'all talking about, I personally
Yeah.
feel like Grenada doesn't do a good job with marketing female artists.
They don't.
You're
That's
Like
sure
right.
right.
a lot of people internationally only know male Grenadian artists.
It
True.
is true.
So
True. That's a true thing.
so it has to be something that we need to do it as far as the groundwork to get the female music out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Like even if like I always say, sometimes the guys they just help each other and they don't say, well, let me bring out Pinky Fabulous because she have a big
No,
song from a
no,
No,
performance,
they
no,
would
no.
or let
Everybody
me
looks
bring
out
out
for
Valley.
themselves.
exactly.
Because
Correct.
the males compete with the females. Point
Exactly.
And I
blank.
don't
They
understand
do
why.
low key
They
compete with
do.
us. They
They
know.
do.
They know we bad.
Listen,
They know
Yeah.
we
they
have
don't
it.
see us. They just I'm
They
laughing
know
because
that. I'm telling all you.
And
Yeah,
But
they
that's the
know.
reason why
that's
I
why I
feel
think
like it's
Grenada
up to
lacking.
us to build that same sisterhood. The same way they have that brotherhood with them, it's up to us to build that with each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, there's brotherhood to a level. Let me be
Yeah,
honest
it's to
with
a
you.
level. It's to a
You're
level.
sure right.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes we
For
try to shut
marketing
away from the
purposes,
fact.
you're sure right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We need to, what I've learned, and I'm just sharing this, right? I've had this year people saying, why they pushing this girl so much? People didn't really push me. I pushed myself because I was doubted. I just thought that I was doubted so much, like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of pressure was on me. And I'm like that. I'm the kind of person like, you think I can do this? I will show you that I can. So I always think of some strategy,
Mm-hmm.
to come at it. And Valine, I'll tell you this, you see, real, use that. You see that reel, we could promote ourselves through that because I reach like million views on reels.
Mm-hmm.
I literally got invited to Africa. It's just that I cannot go. I didn't go at the time because I went to Trinidad at that time. So
Mm-hmm.
because of the reel, you just have to watch and see. Like people like to see things. They like vision,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
and that works. I don't even think we need. I just think, honestly, in Grenada, like a manager doesn't really play a manager role. They're
No.
just there.
They're just there to book your they're just there to book your gigs and take a percentage.
And you could still do it yourself
You
anyways.
can do it yourself, as you said, marketing yourself, and there's the tools
Yeah.
there. I mean, to be honest with you, I have not been like social media savvy for a while because I've been doing so much of work behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
I might just post a pic and go.
Yeah.
Until I'm ready to release a track or something is when you might see me a little bit more present. But
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes, the vocals all over the place.
Well, I know that. I
Yeah,
have to
all
commend
over.
you on that. And as a woman, as I said to an artist that we work with, I
Mm-hmm.
said to him, you know what, I like the fact that you didn't hold back because it's another female artist. You put in that all, you could hear it in the background of the song.
Girl, because I love music. Point blank. I love to hear things singing good. And if I could make it sound better, why not?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I just love music. Sometimes I may not show it because, like I say, I'm not like social media wise as present as before. But behind the scenes, hello, hi.
Mhm. Yes,
The brain
thank
is
you for
like,
the backup on Bend Your Back.
you're
Bend My Back.
welcome.
Yes.
Yes, because I love that tune, the rhythm, everything bad. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's bad. You know?
Yeah.
Just going back to the music side of things, we mentioned everyone. Pinky Fabulous, we have to give you your flowers too.
Yes.
Thank you.
Take horn and stay quiet. I mean, personally, I want to know what made you come up with that concept for that song.
That's
'cause
not my concept. If I was to sit here and say
Mhm.
that's my concept, I'll be lying. It was the famous Mandela links, of course. I literally had 2 songs for that rhythm. I normally work with a guy named Power. He's from Grenada, but he lives in New York. And
Bigger
I think,
power.
yes, him and Mandela has
Bad.
some kind of connection. So,
Yeah.
Mandela, I sent the rhythm actually to Power. They were, I think, together. I'm not sure. And Mandela said, "Boy, I have a song for Pinky. I think Pinky could put on that song good with her personality and all that." And at first, I was like, I made a joke. I said, "But why let us come by me with them kind of thing for people to kill me?" And I had to big up Lava Man. He said, "Pinks, that tune bad. I could see you putting it on." I was questioning it because remember I just got married. And of course I had people saying, "But this woman just get married
Just get married and sing about horn.
and sing it about horn." But as people have to understand in life, there's no perfect. We've been through a thing before, if you understand what I'm saying. But that's my backbone. That's my solidarity.
Right.
So I think I mean it's a reality thing, and what made me really come to terms with it, I gave it a lot of thought, is that men always sing about horn and about women, and we accept it.
It's entertainment.
But we embrace it. But when a woman do it, you still get woman bashing you
Yeah.
for doing it.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's like you have to question yourself sometimes. I just think like being a soca artist, a public figure, you have to have a broad back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
listen, if people don't get to know me by now, I will perform in front of a million people that don't like me and comfortable as ever.
Mm-hmm.
As you
Because
should.
the more people I see, the more mad I just get with music. I love music. If I have stress valid, I will be dancing. I just need music. And I just be dancing and singing in my house, and the world just shuts away from me.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that being said, you're all beautiful, inspiring artists from Grenada.
Thank you.
Oh, let me talk up a bit because I saw everybody just put their ear to
Speak
the
a little
microphone.
louder because I can't hear you. I could hear everybody else.
Sorry. Okay. So I was saying you're all beautiful, inspiring female artists, artists from Grenada. Has there ever been a time where you've been made to feel intimidated by your confidence? Having just discussed these bad tunes you guys have come out with, has there ever been a time where you've been made to feel away because of the type of song you're singing? Anybody could jump in because I realize you're just having a big open conversation now. So yeah.
Valin, you want to go in first?
Hold on. So you said
Well-
if there was, I'm trying to get a question still. If there was
Oh.
ever a time we were intimidated by,
Why your confidence?
if people were intimidated,
Well, yeah,
or
or
if we,
you've been made
if
to
they
feel
intimidated us.
because you're too confident.
oh,
or-
okay.
yeah.
No, I wouldn't say no. Like I've reached a stage now where I don't want to say I don't care because I have family, I have kids, I have big support like behind me. So the things maybe I will consider, but to say be intimidated, no. If there was one time a female, I remember they had something in Bananas. I was the only female that was on that show. And I could tell you, I probably waste half bottle of perfume on myself because I just want to be smelled from a distance as that woman being there. All men came on, everybody jumping, wailing. And this one woman come in front of the stage when they announced, coming on stage, Pinky Fabulous. And she came out like, I'm fed up with you. I said, DJ, pull up the mic, hold it, pull it up, pull it up. I say, good night, everybody. I say, here I am, the only female. I said, I don't know you, you don't know me, but you in front here, balling, you're fed up of me. And I said, am I the woman who does be texting your man in the night and stress you out? I said, anyway, your man foot too small, run the tune Bigfoot man I like. So I use that. I use that as an advantage, but I did it. I felt bad because really, I don't like hurting people. I'll be honest with you.
Right.
If I was to do something and I know you feel away, I will be honest and admit. So when I met her backstage, because everybody was laughing and looking at her and stuff, and for some reason she ended up wheeling herself to the bathroom, which means that she felt away. And after, do you know, we are really good friends now. I said, listen, darling, the same way that you tried to diss me, you don't know, maybe that could have been my last time performing because of what you said.
Right.
Not everybody can receive things like that. You don't understand. You're all women. We need to support each other and stop trying to break, you know, people confidence. And half of the times when you speak to these people is because they want to do things that you're doing, but they're scared.
Exactly so. It's exactly that.
Yeah, they just don't have the belly to do it.
Pretty much.
I had a similar thing happened to me in Carriacou. Oh my God. I was performing and a female walked up to the front of the stage. And I'm the only female on the show. After all the men just finished perform, I'm the last person performing. And as before, I probably only started my song maybe like 30 seconds in. And she was like, what is this effery? She's like, stop your stupidness, come down off the stage. And she was ready to, she had a bottle in her hand and she was about to pelt it. And some other girls came and held her back. Right? So the DJ stopped everything. Yeah. DJ stopped everything and he's like, Camille, you want to continue? And I'm like, run back the track. Let's go.
I love that.
Continue. But like, I mean, in the back of my head, I was still kind of like, what the hell just happened? But I never acknowledged her or anything like how Pinky said. I didn't even acknowledge her. I just continued. Then when I came down off the stage, I was shaking. And you know, the male artists that I was friends with, they just like, you know, they hugged me and they're like, just don't worry about it. When I went home, I cried though, you know, because I was like, what was this? But after that, I mean, it never happened again, but I was like, yeah, it's usually because they want to do it too. They're just mad that you're brave enough and they want to do it too. So
true.
Yes, Shireen, you was going to say?
Oh, hold on. A plane passing, so let Valin go. We in 2023 and people still talking, they're still saying whatever. It's not a botheration to me no more. It's not a botheration. Because they will talk. You know, and as the saying goes, women are our own worst enemies. You understand? So I try my best to just gravitate to the people who love and appreciate my music, and that's that. You know? Over the years, well, I mean, the past years was different. The past years is like, yeah, I would watch face with almost everything, but now it's like, whatever. Well, you're going to evolve, so.
That's right.
You know, you just, because I expect that people would say certain things, it's like, whatever. I've been like body shamed since inception. You understand? I've grown so accustomed to that.
You're beautiful,
so sweetheart. Nothing, huh?
You are beautiful. You don't have to worry about people. You're beautiful.
Yeah,
you're a lovely darky, nice lips.
You know, I love myself because I don't have to be here. I love myself. I don't have to be here. So no, just the mere fact that I'm still here is testimony, and I'm grateful. You understand? I love music, as I said. I love music. As long as I'm alive, I'll still be doing it. Be it in the forefront, you know, be it behind the scenes, my name there. Amen to that. Okay, so while I have some clear surroundings, so for me, I've never really had it like where people telling me anything negative in person. It's more like I get a lot of love from people, especially the females. Like people like to, for some reason, they like to touch me up. I don't know. I don't know if y'all just experienced
because
that.
you're sexy.
Yes.
But I like from posting videos, like when Container video came out, it had a few negative comments. Like this one girl was like, "Oh, what is this? Is this even considered soca today?" And this video looked like soft porn. So I see people comments as far as social media, but to experience it like live and in color, no, I haven't.
Yeah. But I want to say, Rima, what I like though is that like people actually get to know, like they know, you know, like how people know not to mess with Valine. They would know not to come around me like that, because I think people have the misconception of me. Sometimes they think I'm quiet, but I just smile because I could trip from zero to I mean, like a million miles. That's the kind of person I would take a lot, and then I just, but based on what it is, like,
Yeah.
I don't let critics affect me anymore. I had this conversation with Marshall one time because I grew up part of my life in Trinidad, and before I started doing music, I don't want to take over the show and talk, but I just want to make this point. I remember I was having this conversation with him because I used to dance before, and he said, never look at comments because you don't know if you're ready
That's
for that.
right.
Right.
Don't read the comments.
That's right.
Not
And I've learned
everybody.
that, and it works.
Yes.
I mean,
Not
there's
everybody would
exceptions.
like
There
you.
are exceptions. Don't feel I doesn't watch, But it's
Yes.
like, you know, because I expect people to be saying certain things, it's like whatever,
Yeah.
and a lot of them not happy with themselves. They're not happy. They're discontented. You understand? They're going through some little problems and issues. So it's like, pray for them and say in your mind, I love you still.
Yes.
Small thing now.
But we have to understand social media now is a new norm where people feel big behind the keyboard.
Yep.
Yes. You're
So
sure right.
if you notice, there's some people that's their job. So I respect
You're
that.
sure right.
I
Yeah.
hope they're getting paid though.
They ain't getting paid. We know that. They ain't getting paid.
So, with that being said, what's the one thing you would change about being in the music industry and why?
I'll go first.
Go on.
So for me, I would like to change that Grenadian female artists get more recognition and that we go internationally, just like how they know all the male artists worldwide. Like I would like us to get more exposure and be recognized as international female artists.
I share the same sentiments. I want to see us more on posters, just as you see a 5 female artists from Trinidad on a poster.
Right.
I mean, hello. We want to
Yes.
see the same thing, not
Right.
just
Yeah.
in Grenada, but all over. We want to be able to fly the flag just the same way.
Right.
It's just opportunities. I don't know if they
Mhm.
feel like we can't do nothing. We could, but no opportunity, little to no
Yeah.
platform. You understand? And right
That's
now they're
right.
trying to style people.
Definitely. Definitely.
Camille?
You
Listen,
understand?
hey, they coming for us this year. I tell it all, yeah.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. And I'm glad we're doing this thing here now because I know some people, producers, please start releasing the music. Please start
Yes.
because we have a lot in the bag and we don't want no clashes. We have a real thing.
Yeah. What I would like
I'm
to
sorry for
change
them man and
though.
them. I'm sorry for them men and them, because they feel they have. Let it take in front, man. They feel they had thing. No, hold on. We come
Listen.
in.
Yeah, that's right. What I would like change, honestly, and I experienced it in Trinidad, and women on the whole, right? I just wish women would understand that we all are beautiful in our own ways. We all
Yeah.
have our uniqueness. We wouldn't have the same voice, the same body type. And I
Yeah.
think, but it's something that is just a norm with women. If you notice in life, like women compete mentally. I won't say
Yeah.
everyone, but to some sort, because remember, we all were brought up in different households. Some people have little issues here and there growing up in school. And it doesn't just have to be in music, because if you see in your whole life, like it, you would see women like, that's why you would mainly find women, they are the ones that always with the negative comments. If you notice, you barely see a man doing it. Unless that man does be switching around on these back into front. I don't know. I'm just saying, not being disrespectful or anything.
It's the
But I
society
would,
we was brought up in. Society
yes,
teach us to be that way. It's for us
it,
to unlearn these things and
break the
relearn.
cycle.
If
Break the
I'm
cycle.
calling them words and them correctly. But
Yeah.
it's up to you, the individual, to
To
change
change
certain.
it.
So certain things that I would have laughed at long time. I don't laughing at these things now. Certain things that I will see and probably would have skinned up my face too long time. No, I'm not skinning up my face towards these things. No. Embrace yourself, embrace your culture, embrace you, embrace who you are. And maybe
So
then you will
true.
start embracing other people naturally,
People. So true. So I can see that you have grown then. That's what you call growth. Your mentality, the way you see things have changed. Eh?
And I'm
And
loving it.
yes, it's a good
Yeah,
thing.
loving it.
I used to sit back and I used
It's
to look
less
at
stress.
the female artists in Trinidad, and I used to admire them. And when I went down there, I say, but wait now. this is serious, dog. Yeah. No, I can't say much, but
No,
because
exactly. Well, we know
you
what you're
understand.
talking
We
about.
know, yeah.
You
But
didn't know.
listen, yo, I was like, and the guy said, listen, you think they know you? They went and looked you up on Instagram. They know already. No, for listen, hey, it's not easy, but the road is tough. You just can't give up. You just gotta keep that
No.
faith and say, listen, I love what I do. And we are humans. There are times that V or Shireen or Camille, you would break down, but you have to break down privately.
Yep.
Dust yourself off and you move again.
Mhm.
Trust me, nobody breaking me down.
So
My
I
confidence
think
is on 1,000.
Well,
Yes.
girl, I can
And
see
keep it
that,
up.
you
I
know.
love it. Trust me.
but I have to say, one of the things I want to see change, and I'm always saying this, not even just in soca, but in the music industry as a whole, is
Mhm.
seeing more females working in the background of the entertainment industry, and because
Yeah.
it's male dominated, all the
Yeah.
producers are
All
mostly
wrong.
male, all the
Yeah.
promoters are mostly male, and they
Yeah.
use that to their advantage and try to take advantage of female artists. And I want to see more females actually interested in being producers, being promoters, and taking on those male roles.
I love that
Because
point.
there's even some, I mean, when I used to intern at recording studios over here in New York, like I would intern and there would be other females with me in the group that end up dropping out of the program within like the first week because they felt intimidated by the men that were the bigger heads in the studio. And
Mhm.
I feel like they shouldn't drop out. They should like stand their ground and stay and learn it.
that's
So
But
very
that
true.
Camille,
I want to see change.
the pressure is on for the female as well because remember, the sexual part of it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
everything for us is sexuality, and we have to do more.
Because I've been
It's
robbed
true.
of opportunities because of that.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I had to
yes.
That's so
turn down a lot.
unfortunate.
I've had to turn down a lot because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Stand my ground. You
Yes.
That's so
understand? And that why I
unfortunate.
just move forward moving because I know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I experienced that a lot this year. I actually had 9
Uh,
bookings in New York last year, and
mm,
I didn't get. I mean, my kids filed for me, but what I'm saying is, I just thought more could have been done.
yeah, you're
You
sure, right?
know, more could have been done, and for the men, they will push hard, but because it's a woman, you
Yeah.
know, I mean, the things we have to go through, and then men just feel that everything they have to do you a favor. Everything is, you know, they feel they want to touch your leg and them kind of thing, and I is a
Yeah.
crazy woman. Can't deal with that.
Yeah.
So, having said that, has there ever been an artist that has done anything untoward or taken advantage of you because you've been a female artist?
I've
They
never
could
had
try,
that
but it won't get
experience.
through.
Yeah.
Mm.
They could
I
try.
I
Taking
never had
advantage
Tell
that.
of
them to
now.
try.
I mean,
They're not gonna get through.
if I'm honest, I wouldn't, after having this conversation, want to try it with any of you women because I'd probably be scared. Um, but
Usually the men who are scared now, that's the ones who's like hating on you the strongest because you turn them down and you put your foot down so
Yeah,
strongly.
it's
They hate
true.
you so bad. They don't want to see you put out another song.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't want
I
to
mean,
see you. They don't want to see you make it.
Yes.
They don't
Camille, I
So
want to
feel
so
hear.
like
They don't want to hear you on another rhythm.
right,
Nope.
They don't even want to hear you on the radio. They're
If they
trying
could
to
try
right.
block you.
to,
They're trying to block you from getting shows.
yep.
Hello, hi.
If they
I
I've
could try
never
mean,
to
had that.
run down your name to where other people don't want to work with you too, they will
Yes,
That's
do
they are
it.
doing
crazy.
And you
that.
did.
They're
And the thing is,
encouraging other people. Yeah,
yeah.
they talking about ill speaking you
And you did
I
and
mean,
nothing to
discouraging
them but
other
turn them
people.
down.
Yep.
Valine and Camille, I feel like you're speaking from experience. You
It
know,
is
I might
from
need to hear
experience,
a
but we
That's what
little,
it
all
sounds like.
I might just hear a little something, something. You know, it's
we
cold
all
No,
out
but
here in
experience
England. We
it.
need,
Like,
I've had
yeah.
I've had a male manager, which he asked to be manager, made a certain comments to me already about my butt. I look good, and I had to literally tell him because I'm a person. The male artists, they call me Auntie Fabulous. They respect me because I stand my grounds and I'm straightforward. I would blast you hell hard. I don't care.
Mm.
Right? Because I mean, I wouldn't just blast you. I mean, the thing is, we're big people. It's okay for a man to put words to you. It's up to you, because there are people that would accept that. You know, everybody's not the same. It's up to you to say yes or no, or you have to know your worth. You have to set your boundaries and know your values. So you would meet that. It's not just with soca music, it's in the industry itself for men, for women, because you're seeing all the drama all over social media platforms, IG, what and what. I mean, there are things that I think here in Grenada that I had stuff with, like in terms of doing business the right way. I think that's something that I've learned a lot about now. Not just what about doing things the right way, so you wouldn't have any issues later on.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yep.
The business aspect of it.
Yep.
I think
And that's why I
where-
started off that way from the beginning. I think that also, to me being so young and then starting off like meaning business from jump, that intimidated and pissed off a lot of the males in the industry.
It does.
And then they're like, they don't want to work with you. And the thing is,
nope.
like, I'm like, this is who you should want to work with, because I'm talking about we could make real money here. We could make real success.
Thank you. Exactly.
This is who you should want to work with. But no,
That's
you
because the
stupid
intention
this,
wasn't
so
for work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so I'm like,
I've been
okay,
there and done
your
that.
loss is their loss, because I'm going to keep on going. I'm never going to stop. There's nothing they could do to stop me. So it's their loss, and I'll continue pushing forward until I find those persons that, you know, I could see eye to eye with and is willing to work with me the way I'm willing to work, and we could go. It's a go. It's your loss.
Yep.
And that's it. But they get intimidated as soon as you come talking business with them. They're like, hold on, you know a little bit too much, and you're a little too feisty.
They don't like the fact that you know. They don't like the fact when you stand your ground. They don't like
the
that.
knowledge.
Yeah, they don't like that.
But
and
you
we
see
still have to big up. We still have to big up the producers and they who are business-like. Enough love. I've worked with a lot of them throughout the years, and same energy, same vibes, and I big them up for that. Even a lot of the male artist friends, I big them up for being respectful. You know, big up.
Being that big brother.
Big up.
I mean, as we say, in everything, it has good and bad. You buy a Colgate, you know, it has its advantage and disadvantage. So it's the same with life, eh?
And according to Camille, and the promoters too. Big up the promoters and them that, you know, keep it real.
Yes.
And interested in the growth of artists, not just eating our food. They're interested in the growth of artists. Big up to you guys as well.
Pinky, I want to hear the Colgate disadvantage.
Girl, they're not telling you what it does, but they're telling you it whitens the smile, eh? But we're not knowing the other part, what can happen after.
Right.
I find so.
In everything that you use, we have to limitize, eh?
I'm going to ask you two quick fire questions just to get your opinion. The first one is, you can choose one answer and one answer only.
Yeah.
The first one is, Fancy Mass or Juve? Which one do you prefer?
Juve.
Because that's the only time I could rel, you know, I could expose myself Juve time. But you see Pretty Mass, I might have to, how you say? I might have to do some alterations.
We all here from the land of job, so everybody should have answered Juve automatically.
I don't care.
Listen, I'm not going to be hypocrite. I'm not going to be hypocrite. I love my job, but I like my Pretty Mass.
I love to watch Pretty Mass.
I like to come through town.
I love
my
to watch
husband could tell you. I just say, babes, free up Tuesday. What do you want? Just don't touch. But I just want to model through in my costume.
Dirty me. Dirty me.
But you see, Juve, it does bring on
love
the job.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never play a full job, but I just love the dirtiness. That is the time you'll find me consuming the most. Hello, you don't know me.
And also, if y'all realize, like, if the people who go to a Juve party, there's no judgment. Everybody come there to get on worse. Same way. When everybody
That's what I love about
pretty, people watching, well, this one, if there's something in fitting right, like, it's so much more reason to judge. But in Juve, it's like, everything
nobody want nobody. It's liberation.
Exactly.
The next question is, groovy soca or fast soca?
Both.
I will like pace.
That's
I like plenty
questionable.
pace.
Both.
I
V,
could
I
you
like
never
could
pick
you
a
could you
favorite.
could say that. You're showing off on us, eh?
I can't pick a favorite between groovy and power. Like I enjoy writing and singing and performing both to the fullest extent.
Yeah, I love it.
I
Both.
must
power.
say, I like pace, Shireen. You know that. We like pace. I is a mad woman. I just want to fly all things.
Yeah, we know about you and your blender wine, Pinky. Don't worry about that. We know about the blender wine.
Power is fun, especially seeing the crowd's reaction and everybody feeling the same, excitement. But you see, when you're singing groovy or calypso, is still another nice feeling in
It
the
it,
room.
it
The
penetrates your
music
soul.
serenaded, yes, and how it
Yeah.
feels. It's the same rush of
It's
serotonin that you
emotional.
get from power.
Yes.
You could get that singing groovy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The groovy bring out more emotion.
Yeah. I must say this year, I had like getting on the international market, I had to know that I learned a lot. It's not just about what you like as well, but
Mhm.
there's things that you have to embrace because of the business that you're in.
Mhm.
So I am now into the groovy. I mean, I gave it a try a few years ago. That was they want me to stop wine, and now I'm into that part of it as well. So I just feel like you just can try anything. There's no such word as you can't do. You can do anything once you put your mind to it. That's my daughter's motto. So I'm just using it. She'd say, "Mommy, but you can do anything. Anything you want to do. You can do it." Eh?
It's true.
She's
Yeah,
right.
I like that.
Everything is all about a mindset. Once you're in that proper mindset, you could do it.
that's right.
Very true. So, leading on to my next question, which artist would you like to work with or collaborate with, and why? We'll go to Camille.
Well, I
First.
have to collaborate with Valine. Okay. It ain't come yet, but it's coming. That's a must, hands down for me. If I had to pick anybody else that I must collaborate with, it's her. And everybody else come after.
Wow.
But
But
that's
Hey,
my
hey.
go-to my whole entire life. Okay.
Well,
I didn't
I'm
hear.
not jealous because I know about taking on and staying quiet. So I'm good.
Camille,
You
you
don't
said
want to
Valley.
think it.
Of
You want
course,
to think
Sugar J
it.
also.
You
But,
understand?
Valin set me up, 1 year Valin win and say, Pinks, the collab in the bag. That's not a nice thing, eh?
And it's coming from yet.
Okay, for
Yeah.
me personally, I deal with like vibes and stuff like that. I deal with
Okay.
vibes. You know,
Okay.
if you come with a song and the song nice, and right now telling people come with your song, and if I
Yeah.
like it, we'll work on it. So
I
I
like
have
that. I
what
think.
I have I have a collaboration with a female artist, and I would not say who. From Grenada. Hello.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wait,
And I have
is she on the live? You can
huh?
give us. Is she on the live tonight?
If she's on the live, she's
Yeah.
supposed
Don't
to be
say
on.
nothing. Don't say, well,
I
you're
don't
selling
know.
all the thing, V.
I don't tell you no thing. I just say she's supposed to be on.
Okay, right.
It could be any one of y'all.
Aye.
It could be it could be Remy too. It could be you too.
Remy.
Don't tell people my
Yeah,
secret after. I'm just a DJ. I don't sing.
yeah. And
Continue.
and how much collaborations after that? I have a collaboration with 2 male artists, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we know their
For
names,
this
or is
year.
it all top secret?
Huh?
I said, can we know who they are, or is it top secret?
I wouldn't say it's top secret, but I just saying
Sometimes
that
you just
I
don't
don't
like to count your eggs before it hatch
It
because
hatch.
yeah, I don't
you could do these songs and then they're sitting there
and
years
then
and
sometimes
years.
they hold it back. And
Right.
the thing, I have a
So
lot of
true.
material this year, and them are saying it. Them producers and them only saying next week. So I don't know if
Oh,
they're afraid.
God,
I don't know.
girl.
They
Eh,
like
they
to
could
say
do
next
us,
week, eh,
we?
girl. Sis,
What should I get a whole patch of gray hair from that next week talking?
well, somebody
For
next
me,
week did work for me, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they're afraid. I don't know. I don't know.
I
But
think they
them
should
rhythms
start
on
putting
them,
out music because this year going to have a lot of music.
it will have. And I know for certain it's going to be grand. The
Yes.
productions under this year, especially from our producers, our producers,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm saying it
For
now,
me,
yeah.
I want to do a collaboration with Mr. Killer. That's my. I just could see me and Mr. Killer on
I could see
stage, you
that.
know.
I could see that.
Wow.
Because he's a get
Pinky,
on her. Hello.
Pinky,
Hey,
why you take my answer?
girl, stay in your lane. I want to dip first.
Okay, well, for me and Mr. Killer have been friends since I was 14. So
Uh-huh.
he is my inspiration to me starting to sing. So a lot of people is expecting that they would want to see me and him collab, which is also what I would want. But the way the music thing work, everything has to happen in its
Nice.
time.
In its
I'm not
time.
a
Yeah,
person
it's
who
all
pressure
right.
anything. If it happens naturally, it happens. So
Yeah.
as far as desiring to collab with anybody, before I used to feel like I want to, but now it's just if it happened, it happened.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just want to push me, you know, do good
Yeah.
music, work on myself, you know, because there's always little its and bits, you know. But you know what? I laughed the other day because I remember my first song was Too Much Whining. And I remember people used to call and request the song and they wouldn't play it. When I listened to the song the other day, I said, but wait now, wicked with that I want
You're
people to play.
wicked. That
I
song
sound
still
like
madder than that song still madder than I have a song on YouTube.
uh,
That is the most this oh my gosh. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know who tell me to write that song. I can't remember how the song going, but oh my goodness. It's like
Don't worry, it have
and the
fans for
producer
it
says,
out there. It
I
have
think that is the
fans for
worst.
every song you sing.
but I think it's a growth, you know, because like if I go to a studio now, I went to
Yeah.
do a song a month ago, and the producer was like, but Pinky, it's sounding good and I want to do it. Let me do it over. So I guess like the experience, the knowledge, there's so much that you learn as the
It
years gone
goes
by
deep.
in terms of right. In terms of I have to big up Sandman for that, in terms of structure in music. And I learn a lot like from I listen to a lot of this soca from all over, not just Grenada, you know,
I do
and
the same.
yeah, and it helps. It helps to build you. And sometimes, as we speak about critics, it's based on who criticizing. Sometimes you have to take that as a stepping stone, you know, sometimes
Yeah.
and say, you know what, but you know, this is what it is. Because I was so eager to just do a bad job tune because all I studying is when they say Pinky, I just want to reach up there and just gallery. But it's not about that. It's
Yeah,
about
it's a journey.
producing good music so that it can
Yeah.
last.
It's a journey.
Yep.
It's a
Yeah.
journey.
Mhm.
It's
I
a
was
learning
sent back.
process.
I was sent back to rewrite a song and I felt bad about it, but I'm glad now.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the advice I got from Marshall is that you
Yeah.
want to sing music that lasts. You don't want it to just be everybody singing this
For
for
the
this
season.
carnival season only.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like you want it to last for years and years.
Like
Yeah.
dreams. I was waking
Yeah.
up in the dreams.
Yeah.
Playing
That's my next song
constantly.
again too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
a bad tune, you know. Mm-hmm. I just think in Grenada though, like in Trinidad, when I lived there, you would see an artist come out. They're not big, but
Yeah.
somebody would just see something in that artist and say, you know what, I see her potential. I want to work with her.
Yeah. Yeah. You're sure right.
People don't really do that here. You don't get people to
No.
sponsor you and embrace
It's
you
a
for that
small
whole season.
island.
Because
It's all
everybody
some.
just relax in their own world.
We
Like
can't use that
Yeah.
as
That's
an
so true.
excuse.
I was
I,
in Grenada in December, right? Sorry to cut you.
Mm-hmm.
And not this last one, maybe the one before. And I was only there for one weekend, and every producer I was introduced to, they're like, "Oh, you're only here for such a short time. We can't even do nothing." And I'm like, "Well, I already know. Or tomorrow, like, what happened to tomorrow?" Then the answer is, "My studio down, you know, so I can't even really do nothing right now." So how are you telling me that I here for such a short time that we can't
But you're not
work?
ready. Yeah.
Because
But
I'm
you're not
not.
ready.
You're making this song like I'm not available, but you don't have your tools ready to work.
right.
That's
Yeah.
just an excuse, yeah.
Excuse, exactly.
It's like they're
Yeah.
just so lax and in their
You're
own
sure
world
right.
of on their
That
own
yes, that
pace.
is also true.
I think they need to do more for the female, especially because the pressure is on us. Like our nails have to be done. We have
Say
to
it.
look good.
Don't just say the
All
names. Say everything. Say everything.
well,
We
you
should
know,
be
we have
paying
to
more
dress.
because
Everything have to
Call it
be. We have
out.
to be
Call
on
it out
point.
because they will listen so they could hear. Call it out.
Yes, nails,
everything.
hair,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
clothing. Oh God, just name it. Makeup have to be on point. You have to pay a makeup artist $120 every time you go to a show. That's on you. When
Just
you
make sure your
calculate,
eyelash is
People
falling
don't
off.
check on that
Your
when you call
clothing.
the price.
when you calculate your clothing,
When you calculate the clothing versus what someone to pay you,
oh,
it's
and
not
don't go
adding
and say
up.
that.
It's not.
It's best you just say here what I'm doing this because I the love
And
of
when you
it.
talk about it, they're getting upset, but I don't mind.
Yeah.
I
What
think
to
I
Pinky?
reached the stage and
She
the
feels
age to talk about it.
yeah.
You
She feel
know?
Pinky feel she reach or what? One little
Yeah.
tune she get. You're singing long, but they're still saying, well, one tune
And
you
they
get. I
still,
mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
but then
But
they
that one
expect
tune
you.
is what bring all the people here to see you.
That's right.
exactly.
That's
So
right.
you
That's
making
right.
money at the door, at the gates, off of me because of that one tune.
And then the next problem too is sometimes to artists is what certain artists do. So if a certain artist call us a price and your price is bigger, first thing they're watching is, well, that artist is bigger than you and you calling that price and that
Yeah.
your price.
You're right about that. You're right about
Yeah,
that.
some of them do that. Some
I
of them do. Some of them say, man, don't watch it. I'll come and sing a two tune for you. But you have your land, you have your
yeah,
house, you have your
Right.
that's
car.
right.
So you could
Right.
afford to do that. I can't.
Exactly.
Yeah. I remember when I used to sing for like $300, maybe 150, and a good
I used to sing for
because
150. Bungie Garlin Show, 150. Alison
Easy,
Hines,
Wow.
150. Pussy Sledge,
easy,
$400. All you want me to say more?
Oh Lord.
Yes,
easy,
really now. Let's hear.
easy
listen,
dollars.
I got
300,
called for a
150,
show.
400. You
Yes.
understand? And I started seeing a little in 2016, but in and between 500, 600. Now we in 2023 and we want to be in the grands and they're digging ours. But I don't mind.
But V girl, well, I do bad.
No,
That's
I'm
why they
telling
vex
you.
Turn down people
That's
that don't want to pay at all.
because you see, and it happens with the DJs as well, and all these other things, because you see,
The
we are
DJs and
okay.
they pretend. That's what I see. I match what I look at is how much shows you're accepting.
Accepted,
If you're
yeah,
making a
yeah,
certain amount of money, then you wouldn't be accepting all of these shows.
Right.
That's how I
yes.
judge how
Yeah.
artists might charge.
Yeah.
Watch me, I have to big up Lava Man and Terror Kid,
And
no,
Jab King
and Jab King for that. They stand their ground, so
for
you will see
standing their
them
ground.
because I
Yes.
got a show for Easter. It was supposed to be in England, and the message when I sent my price, the message I got back, it was disturbing.
What did the message say?
The message said that well, when the Trini artists and such and you just have one song and you're charging a little bit too much if you cannot break down the price.
Wow.
And as we will have to look for somebody else. But of
Well-
course I had a strong woman dealing with my stuff, which is Nikeshi Dels, who I have to big her up, she's from Belmont as well. And she said, well, no, my artist is not gonna take your show.
Yeah.
Because when I
And
come
that's
back,
exactly the way to handle it.
I can't come back from traveling and saying, hey, I gone just to say I travel and post on social media. And next week I call in
not
Villain
doing
my
that.
$20 to buy a tin of milk for Zion. Come on.
Exactly.
I've had experiences where I know definitely a lot of artists are self-exploit
Yes.
based on experience because there are certain things that I would have requested that over the years other artists was not even requesting. And even if I felt robbed, I was glad for the opportunity. But to book me again, you would have had to double pay. And they don't want to pay.
It's true.
But we have to make a change because a show I went to for Independence in Grenada and I end up in an argument with the producer and he said to me, don't say the Trini artist getting that. That is what they stick for. They said they want this and they send their
requirements are.
their requirements.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with us. That's where management comes in, You get
Yeah,
more
but
respect.
we have management, but the management that we have, me booking for myself now, I'm making more.
Okay.
And I mean, you want the professional part in it, but then it's like the professionalism is still not there when they are doing the bookings for you.
Yeah. But it helps in a way that sometimes you don't have to deal with certain things to disturb you. That's why management is important.
That's
because
why we want it.
we need management because it
Yeah, we
takes
need it.
away a stress
Yeah,
as
we
well,
need it.
as much
Right.
as it can add. Because when you have a manager, there's certain things you don't have to deal with directly,
Yeah.
right? And I mean, it's sad that we have to do it on our own sometimes because of the situation that we are facing, you
Yeah.
know. And I just feel that in Grenada, what they need to do once, because here, you know, a lot of people started out with just doing music for fun. Not everyone, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
majority.
Yeah.
You have a
Yeah.
studio, a room with a computer, and they have a rhythm, somebody just running and write the rhythm, not knowing that song will be a hit song.
Yeah.
So you're not prepared mentally. You don't have the knowledge of how the business is run. You're just excited because, hey,
It's
I have
true.
this song. And it happens majority
I
of the
go through
time.
that phase.
Yes. So what I think they need to do, especially Spice Mass Corporation and other avenues, like people that are saying producers, be honest with themselves and create an art form, educating the people. Although we have YouTube and all that, you can just Google and get everything now. You can learn.
But you
We
still
need
need to
to
establish formally in Grenada there needs to be an organization.
And push
yes.
new artists.
Yep.
Push artists. Like they just pushing the main faces that they know is already out there.
But you know what? All over the world,
Me, I've had a DJ come to me personally and said, we working next year. So I was like, oh, so that's how this thing does run.
Yep.
And then I witnessed, because I'm very observant, I witnessed what they did. And I was like, oh. And then the thing about it is when you're networking, people start talking. You
Right.
know,
Yep.
even if it's CSA, it kind of adding up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
imagine if you're giving female artists in Grenada that same representation.
exactly.
It's true.
The
But if
representation
you
is lacking,
yes.
you know?
But if you
Yeah,
realize
it's
now
lacking.
this new norm is that you have to have your own DJ.
Yeah.
Yes, and yes, I realized that I have a DJ that watch me and style me. I was like, yo, pay for me. And he was like, no, you know, I was like, okay then. So
Yep.
this is how this thing is running?
Yep.
Yeah, where
Wow.
that come from?
Okay.
Where did that
But
come
you
from?
know
Because
what?
I had a promoter tell me before when I asked like based on the booking who was playing for me, and he's like, oh, artists usually organize their own DJ. I'm like, what?
They're taking that from the American music industry, watching how things run
Yeah,
and
but then
thinking they
so
could do the same
exactly. So
thing.
when an
So
artist is
pay
booking
for
their
me and
price
my
now,
DJ then.
it should be inclusive. So for
They
me to
pick and
hire a
choose what
DJ,
they want
when
to
I
do.
come and to give you my price now, you'll be watching me
Yeah,
like, wow, but then I have to pay my DJ.
pay for me
Exactly.
and my DJ
But
since
they're
you
not
Yeah.
can
checking on
control the
that.
DJs you hire to play for an artist.
Exactly.
It's a lot of things they're not checking on.
But
And
in
the same time,
Grenada, V, you notice a lot of artists, some of majority of them, they just travel because they want to say they travel.
yeah, they do.
So when you
That's
come,
why I said what I said,
yeah,
because I have experienced that.
Right.
And I realized that this is what a lot of them was doing over the years.
They don't
Because
value
certain
themselves.
things that I requested, and then the person was like, don't go and tell other people that we did that. And in my mind, it's like, but this is what you all are
Are
supposed to be doing.
yeah, because I've been told, well, this person does come and do this, so we will have to find somebody as if this is because we cannot. We will help you get the
Yeah.
visa, but such and such. Yo, I don't care to travel. Best I just go on a surfboard and make a runs from the car now. Jai
Yeah.
good.
You have to know your value, and it's people don't know their value, and unfortunately, even social media is like a good and a bad thing because people are equating their value to what everybody else thinks of them, and so they're riding
Yeah.
off of trying to create this big ego, and
Yeah.
they're making and they're equating their value to their ego, right? So if I make myself look like I'm performing here, I'm performing there, people are thinking I'm getting paid. No, we know they're not getting paid, but they're
Well, I
doing
know,
it
well,
for
from the
popularity
exactly
and
behind the
to
scenes,
boost their ego. And
exactly.
tomorrow they're begging people behind the scenes because they don't have.
Well, then have no choice if you don't have your tax.
Okay.
Listen
And
to
that's the
me.
reason why most
There's
artists now.
nothing
Go
is
ahead.
wrong. Nothing is wrong with wanting to market your music. You have to know how to
Right.
do it.
How to do it?
Right.
Yes.
Nothing is wrong with doing that,
But they
you know?
say
But
most artists
when you're
is
coming
gonna
to tell me you just be charging that, and it's like certain events that are seen you're booked for, I know they ain't paying you that.
Yeah. Truthful.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, and no, they're not paying you that.
Truthful story.
Jump
And
into
as an
some comments.
established artist to me too, you had to know how to choose your bookings and stuff because you don't want to oversaturate yourself, you know.
Right.
Grenada's so small too. That's how I look at it. To each
People
his
get fed
own.
up at you here.
Grenada
Like
is
to
so
be
small.
everywhere. People get fed up at you in
Yeah.
Grenada.
I feel like once you establish yourself as a business and you start running your artistry as a business, you will make the proper
Yeah.
business moves to see your business thrive.
Business.
That's it.
That's
as an
right.
artist,
Yeah.
do yourself as a business. Hold your business to a certain value. Your price is your price. And
You're
just
sure
go
right.
with that.
Yeah. You see, once you believe in yourself, you will stick to that. Because you
Yeah.
know you have to believe in yourself, and you sometimes we're so hungry for it that we just accept certain things and we're cutting
It's
ourselves
true.
short, you
Yep.
know?
Yeah. I think
Forever
we
trying
all
to say
listen
something.
at some point we all will go through that phase. But to me, once you plant a seed, you water your seed, and your seed starts to grow, then I think you should start taking things more seriously.
More serious. That's so
Because you
true.
must market yourself in some ways and means. You want people to see, you want people to hear you. But then to me, after people have been seeing you enough, what's next?
What's
Yeah.
next?
Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah,
I
what's
start
next?
asking people, what exactly are you selling?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you
That is
selling?
why for me, I don't just focus on music. I see myself as somebody greater than just music. Like I just want to do so much, and
Me
I
too.
encourage, yes, I encourage all artists. Ooh, my charge going down, boy. I encourage all
Mine too.
artists to do that. Whoa. Okay.
Please go
I'm
ahead.
just going to read a few comments.
Mhm.
So we've got
Okay.
Nova
Oh, yes.
Sony
Take some
said, I
comments.
agree with the females. They need to be into other sides than just an artiste. And they said, big up to all the Vinci creatives that work with a lot of Grenadian artists, the
Bap, bap.
producers and the writers.
Big
Very,
up.
very true. Big up you
Hilliard
guys.
Records said, my artist, them, big up everyone. And big up DJ Vern, who said slow wine with the thumbs up sign. So, having listened to what you guys have said, this question has just come to my mind. As an artist, female artist, if you didn't have that certain, how can I say, je ne sais quoi, do you think you would have the recognition or fame that you currently have? In terms of, I mean, when you're performing, you know, having the ability to go on stage, call up a man onto the stage and whine with him, and the way how you perform. If you didn't have that about you, do you think you would have that sort of recognition and fame that you currently have?
I honestly think it's a whole package because for a female, as we would say, I don't want to just say it's a pressure on us. In terms of appearance, not just your voice, you have to have an attitude. Soca is a happy kind of music. You have to have an energy. You have to, it's just a whole package. And once you have that, then whether it takes 5 years, 10 years, it's going to happen eventually. Sometimes people are watching, but they're not saying anything and just waiting on that opportunity to just grab. Because for me, the reason I went to Trinidad, I didn't go to Trinidad by myself. I questioned it because my family is very important to me, and leaving my daughter was a big, big deal for me. That band from Trinidad, I don't want to say Roy K, but it used to be Roy K, but it's now the All Stars band. They came here for Carnival. They were here for the entire season. And they saw me performed, I think, in Pre-Day and Soca Monarch Night. And I was home, and two particular artists came to my gate because they got with one of the guys, and they were like, listen, we love you. Oh my God, you had us in the stand. If it was Trini to George, you would have placed, hi, this and that and the other. And I'm just standing there like, really? You know? I mean, and it just tells me that it gave me an opportunity to look into myself, even though I have that confidence. But I just want to say this, that sometimes we have to just embrace who we are and use our uniqueness. Because here am I. Some people might say, oh, well, what kind of wine Pinky doing? What kind of dance is that? But in every dance, they didn't wake up doing it. They invented that, and we follow. Why can't I create my own style?
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? No, it's the
Yes.
truth.
Yeah.
Why can't I? I have to do what Elephant Man do or what Patra do
No,
or
Has to be
Beyonce do.
exactly.
unique to you.
This is the pinky wine. This is my wine
Yeah.
from Grenada. If you
Mm-hmm.
can't put it in your wine cellar and you can't handle it, then drink water and hush. And it's just to say that I'm saying this to tell all of you that no matter what, there's always somebody out there, and you would hear stars, a lot of stars, models, actors saying they didn't get picked on their
I
first
always
journey.
believe that.
Yeah.
But
And
somewhere,
that's my motivation.
Mm-hmm.
that's right. That is so
Mhm.
right. So when I hear
Sometimes
these guys,
sometimes they choose the odd ones and people wouldn't even understand that.
yeah, I might look at somebody and say, oh, what's she doing there? And somebody like that, they're
Exactly.
crazy
And
over it.
somebody like that. Yep.
I might be singing for
Absolutely.
years. And I say, but
Yep.
wait now, it's the best thing. Oh, that's what I feel. And one girl
Mm-hmm.
come and sing, my breast this, my that, and she have a big
And people
breast. I
gravitate
don't know.
towards it.
And people gravitate towards that. And that tune is international.
Yep, exactly.
That's very true. Cherie, do you feel you have to have a certain je ne sais quoi to
No, I personally, the way I perform and behave on stage, if I feel to call somebody up, that's just how I am in general. I would be in the parties doing that. If, like, I definitely bring my energy, it's my authentic self. So I feel like, in regards to like other artists, sometimes it's just the song that sticks and people like you for different reasons.
Yeah.
That's
Valid
true.
point. Valid
That's
point.
true.
Yeah.
Camille?
For me, I just feel like you have to know how to entertain. If you're not entertaining, then expect people to not be entertained.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So I don't think you have to have anything. You don't, and not every performer has to call people up from the audience. You could perform without calling
But
people up from the audience, but still
yeah.
find another way
And still give
to
a
include
great
them.
performance.
Right. Because, of course,
Mhm.
anytime you perform, I always say, even though I'm an artist and everybody's looking at me, the performance is not about me. It's about the crowd. And I'm here to make
Yeah.
sure that everybody who paid their money have a good time inside of here. So it's not, oh, just because all eyes on me, let me call somebody up to wine with me. Some people do it, but you don't
Yeah.
have to. And you could still be entertaining without doing it. So
That's
just
true.
know how to entertain the crowd, feel the vibe of the crowd, see what they might like, and just do that.
We need to study the crowd more. Like study when you go to a party, you have to watch the vibe.
I do that. I
Yeah,
will
and say,
go
you know
at least
what?
an hour before I have to perform just to feel the vibe in the place and see what the people is doing or whatever, and then I use that in my performance. I'm already
That's very
watching
true.
and observing them, and then I put that into my performance.
Because people get bored. Especially Grenadians are very strange. Grenadians and Trinidadians, they're weird. No, for real. If you could move, because I remember when I went to this TV show, I got bashed. There were good things being said, there were things that were being said, but when I perform live, there's some of the same people that criticized, they came and they hugged me, they said, girl, you're bad, you're this, you're that. So it has its difference, you know. When you bring yourself like you're in person and you show them, well, this is what I have. And it don't always have to be gyrating on a man. It's just the way your presentation, your
Mhm.
energy, the whole thing, it connects. So there's times like somebody, like a male wants to go to the bathroom or he wants to have a drink. Like I look at Faye perform in New York, and as a woman, I had to watch over that video, just the way she walked up with that confidence. I had to look, and that was what stirred up that whole place because she brought an essence, that energy. You can feel, and when you feel that, it connects with the people, and then it connects with you, so you give out a great performance.
True.
Yeah,
That's
My
very
my signature has always been to bring a man on stage. I like to do that. And once you're ugly, the more ugly you are, the better. I love to do that. I love to do that. I don't care what nobody say. I love to do that. I like
Yeah,
to make people laugh. There's a time and
yeah,
a place for everything.
everything.
And
Yeah,
my strength would always be ban. You can't beat me back where ban is concerned. You see CD, but you see ban to give you a variation, to give you vibes and stuff like that. Count me in all time, anytime. You know.
love
And even
it.
if I
Yeah.
was not singing
soca before I've been like in soca full fledged. I used to do more reggae and more R&B and stuff like that. And I get a lot of, I got a lot of attention from that.
But that
A
bad
lot.
dance all, trust me.
Yeah, well,
Some
dancehall
girl
is
wipe their face like 90. What's the whole thing? I can't say it good, but I have
some gal wash off in a posy.
posy.
Some gal wipe face within 90. So you're seeing it. You
Yes.
understand? Some
I
gal
make
run
the
chat
guys
on the
play
book.
that book.
When
Yeah.
them see me, them a shock me, not care who no like me, and it's true. Because the
Yeah.
same people are talking when they see me in person, they're
Uh-huh.
moving,
Yeah.
So I try, I just try to write, realistic songs that
Songs, yeah.
I've experienced it, you know, watch people's story or listen to stories or listen to situations and write on it and bring our vibes. If you like it, you like it. If you didn't like it, I bring our next vibes.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So we're
Yeah.
moving quickly now. What's been your biggest achievement to date?
Can I answer first? Because mine's going on 2%, and for some
Go on.
reason, they're not taking charge.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
boy.
on.
Mine's going too.
So I'll have to leave soon in case it cuts off. I just letting y'all know.
Mm.
So my biggest achievement to today is being nominated as Best New Artist on the Caribbean Music Award Festival, which is
Well
the
done.
Big
first
up.
ever Caribbean Music Awards.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Camille?
Big up.
So you guys should go and vote for me.
Oh yes, we will do. If you
The link is in my Instagram bio.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
But
Camille,
it's
what's your biggest?
CaribMusicAwards.com.
Okay, we'll make sure to vote. Camille,
Now
what's
the
your
phone is
biggest
on
achievement to
1%.
date?
That's
I
me.
really enjoyed the podcast and seeing you ladies. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay confident.
What's
And
your
we're
handles
going to
before you leave?
at Shireen B Music.
Okay, and that's
Yes.
SHIREEN
IREEN
B
B
music.
Music spelled the correct way.
Okay, we'll
Yes.
be sure to follow you on Instagram and Facebook.
Thank you so much for
attending.
having me.
No
Yes, I'll be
problem.
cutting off just now as well.
Bye,
Well,
Shireen. Love you.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Enjoy the rest
Love
of the
you. It was
podcast.
so nice chatting with you.
Yes. And we're going to get Grenada female artists on the map this year.
Oh, definitely.
That's right.
You
we
don't
must.
know.
All right. Bye.
All right.
Camille, your biggest achievement to date?
Mine was taking part in Caracou Groovy Monarch and placing second in the semifinals.
And
That
this
was a
was
big
this
deal
year.
for-
Big up.
That was in 2020. That was
Okay.
before the pandemic. So
All right.
definitely I am going to be doing competitions again now that things are more, but
Nice.
that was a really big one for me. First time in competition, placing second in the semifinals. It was very promising. Everybody loved my performance. It was like I was the talk of the town for like months.
Hi.
So yeah.
Nice. Pinky, what's your
Yeah.
biggest achievement to date?
Well, my biggest achievement was actually getting a hit song. I've always had the crowd because I'm always a crazy woman. I used to go to a lot of cruise and people know me for the antics years, not just now. So I knew that part and I decided, well, here what? I had an issue. I said, once I fix that, I'm going to do the music with the entertainment and put them together. And just
Yeah.
having that song, and before they could even say Pinky, hearing the scream because the song itself. So in saying that again, I want to big up Mandela Links. I want to big up Power. I want to big up Lava Man, Stupid Dog Production for just embracing me and, just bringing that vibes on that whole. I just want to say big up to them. But getting in Soca, that was my dream V. I always wanted to be on that big stage, eh?
I know.
That was like, I didn't care if I come last. But just
I
being
know,
on
girl.
that
When your
big
name
stage.
call out for the finals, it's the same thing. I don't care where I
Okay.
place. I just know I make it to the final.
Finals, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
it's tough as a woman
I know it's a
to
good.
make
I
it.
know you felt
What do you, man?
elated.
But just the whole experience, learning what
Of
it's
course.
like. Lord Jesus, I couldn't wait for it to over. It's a lot. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of stress, in
Yeah,
terms of
still within-
organizing. And I wouldn't, that's a whole nother blog by itself talking about that.
Yeah.
But I just want to focus on the positive side of it. the artists, going to practice, everybody sitting down. I mean, the little tension there because, everybody wants to win in competition. That's how it is. But there was still a love, Dash, big up for just, pushing, and all the artists that gave me great encouragement. Inspector. I mean, so much names that could call, but I can't mention everybody now because I'm so excited with the blog and just the love and the vibes on the blog. Trust me, I really loved it, I must say. But going to Trinidad as well. So it's like just learning a lot. So now I know if I have to go to Trinidad next year, I'm ready and prepared. I know what it's like, what you have to do, when you have to start. So it's a learning experience for me. It never ends. The process, on the whole, it's a never-ending process because remember, the bigger you get, is the more, as they say, the more
work you have to
success.
put in.
They say more success, more devils, more level higher. Listen, I can't say the people thing, but it is just a lot. And you just have to remember, listen, I'm doing this for the love. I'm doing this because I want to do this. I felt like, and I didn't want females to get offended when I said, I want to be the first. I want to make a difference. It was beyond just saying that I want to be the first. It was to put, because I mentioned everybody's name when I was there. I mentioned everybody's name because I wasn't just looking out for me. It felt so good to just be there. That's right.
Represent.
Woo.
Nice.
Oh gosh. So
Just
it's gonna.
If your phone goes, what's your handles we can find you at?
Everything is Pinky Francis. Only on Spotify is Pinky Fabulous, but everything else is Pinky Francis. As them Trini say, Pinky, you need to just make the thing Pinky Fabulous.
Yeah, and done.
And done.
Are you going to change it?
Eventually, I would. My daughter is always quarreling with me to manage my page. My kids are more advanced than me in the social media. Yeah. So I'm thinking about it because of the level and stages that it's reached. I must say the success is that I had a lot of producers from abroad wanting to work with me. I met someone that works with Marshall Montano that basically wants to work with me. He thinks that I am a great performer. He likes my look. He likes my energy, but he just wants me to do a little voice training. He said, I have a unique voice, as I've been hearing, which I was shocked because, in Grenada, I've been hearing you can't sing. You understand?
I like how you say that.
No, it's the truth.
People hear different things. People hear different things, and that's why you always have to keep an open mind.
Yes.
Because sometimes what I may not like, somebody else would love.
So true. When that guy said, you have a kind of voice, you have a unique voice that this is Pinky. And I actually sit down and I say, my two knees started to rub together and I say, okay. And then the reality hit me and I start thinking to myself, but Pinky, you are unique. And this is something that we need. Sometimes you need to look deep into you and believe in yourself. And I think sometimes we doubt ourselves because of the people that doubt us. It can affect you to a level. So sometimes you have to just focus on the love, embrace the positivity, and shut out the negativity. Because remember, 10 people may not like you, but 100 may love you.
100.
So before I leave, I want to big up Boss FM. I want to big up everyone, all the people of my family. But you see, my husband, oh gosh, without this man. The crowding day, but he will have the biggest flag. V, you know that. He will have my bag. My kids, I have to say, my sister, if it wasn't for her, that wardrobe, that girl never, she owns a store at Washington, D.C. And there was never a time she felt like it's too much. Never. I don't have to ask anybody come, she will just pack stuff and send. I just want people to know, though, I'm very creative with designing. So sometimes, oh my God.
It gone.
She gone.
Oh.
The two much vibes remain, girl.
I know.
Last women standing. Valine, Miss Ned, what is your biggest achievement to date?
My biggest achievement. Let's say placing third in the regional calypso competition.
Okay.
And other achievements, if I should pitch in doing background vocals for some of the biggest soca artists, in the world, Marshall Montano, Patrice Roberts, Farmer Nappy, Problem Child. Oh my gosh, too much to mention, and I'm ever grateful Ever grateful.
Good. Something I've learned new today. Can you
Yeah.
say
Also, if we want to go across to the dancehall part of things, Mr. Vegas, I've also
what
done for
song was this?
Version. Yeah, I've never heard the track. I've also done for Turbulence as well. So yeah.
I
You're
was like, is she gonna
multi-diverse.
mention? Because she's
Yeah.
done some big things.
That was some big
Yeah.
ones, you know, dropping some bombs there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I want to take over. I want to take over. I want to get a track from Nicki Minaj to do. That's just how far I
Whoa.
want to reach in this thing.
And it's
Could you
You know,
imagine?
100% possible.
I'm telling you.
It's 100% possible.
I'm feeling a jab hip hop tune, you know.
You
That could be,
understand?
yeah, that could be the one, you know. I'm feeling that. Nicki Minaj, if you're listening, we have an artist here. Artist as well. Two artists. We're bringing you in two, Camille. That want to do a
And
little
any artist in
collaboration.
particular that have work and they want background vocals to get done and stuff like that, because I run a business. I run a business. V's
Um,
recording services. I specialize in doing backups for different genres of music, from rap to R&B to reggae, to dancehall to soca. You know, I even do patois and all. Think about it.
yeah, or Sakafet.
Hello, hi. Gasta. Yes, Gasta.
The
I'm
versatility
telling
and
Yeah.
you.
a businesswoman.
Before we end the podcast, I just have to read a comment from DJ Vern. Soca rhythms always make artists stand out. Looking like the Afrobeats takeover. Look how much Burna Boy gets paid in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
We need to support Caribbean culture.
Sure,
We
right.
do. And
Yeah.
Reese from Philly, the Red Dragon, put up the peace sign. So hello to you as well, Reese
Big
from
up.
Philly, the Red Dragon. Camille, tell us,
Mhm.
what are your handles? Where can we find you?
Everything Camille Claudette.
Okay.
Everywhere Camille Claudette.
So it's Camille Claudette, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. And that's on all platforms.
Every platform.
Nice.
I make sure
Miss,
I'm all out there.
lovely. And Valley Ned, what's your handles, your socials? Where can we find
Instagram, Queen V473.
you?
Facebook, Valley Ned. That's my fan page, my regular page, Valley JJ Ned. And TikTok, Valley JJ Ned.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what was the name of your recording business? Where you can do the
V's
backing
recording
vocals?
services.
V's recording services. So if I type that in on Google, I can get a contact
Yeah.
number. Lovely. So that's V recording services.
Yes.
I have
Lovely.
I have all of the
all-
information. Huh?
You
Say what
you
you're
have
saying.
I have all the information on my Instagram,
okay.
because I also have a page. I don't utilize that page. I just have the page up there, but nevertheless, yeah,
It's
it's
gonna
there.
grow.
It is.
Yeah, because like I tell you, I'm not social media savvy like that. You know, people just send their work for me to do, and through WhatsApp and through email.
Okay.
You know, and it's like tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. So I can't even say when last I advertise.
Well,
It's
Because
like that
this
when you're
one
doing
telling,
so much work by yourself. You don't
yeah,
have the team there, but eventually, as everything falls into place,
girl,
will come.
this is what I'm longing for. Trust me.
Well, I must say, thank you all ladies for taking part tonight. It has been a wonderful experience. I've learnt
Thank
a
you
lot.
so much for having us.
Thank you.
And we might have to do it again in the future.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
carnival around the corner.
Definitely, and it's
Well, I
it's
know-
gonna be even bigger.
100%. We'll look to get more artists involved and
Yeah.
make it bigger and better next time. Big up Nova So Mean, DJ Vern, and Philly. Yes. But anyway, thank you, ladies. It's been
Thank you
a
for
pleasure.
having us.
You're welcome.
And I'll be sure to follow you on your socials.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
All right.
Irie.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Stay